Hi guys, today I'm going to show you my MCU collection. I did this a year ago and it was up to Black Widow, so with Phase 4 ending with Wakanda Forever in November, I decided it's time for an update. So yeah, Wakanda Forever will be out in a month, so I'm going to go through from Phase 1 all the way to 4. I'm going to go through all of them, I'll get to high 4 by them, so yeah, go start the collection. It all started in 2008, we had Iron Man, that slipcover. And before these didn't have slipcovers, but I bought them, or I got these one from HMV and has the slipcover on it, and it's a gold slipcover, and you have a picture of Iron Man, as Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Howard, Jeff Bridges, and Gwyneth Paltrow. Has Marvel Studios at the bottom. It's a 12. There is the side, the back. It's picture description, special features, some 121 minutes. It's talkative, amount of violence, who the win post was never not to be spotted in post page. Also on the side it shows you what phase. It says phase 1. I don't know if you can see it, it says phase 1. All of them have them. So yeah, okay, so cover off. So it's the same as if you were to buy it, just normal. The side, the back, and the inside just shows you the slip covers you can get, and there's the disc. So Iron Man, great movie. Robert Downey Jr. is great as Iron Man. Gwyneth Paltrow is good. Terrence Howard was good. Gwyneth Paltrow. This is a great movie. If you're still on the MCU, I highly recommend you watch this. This is one of my favorite MCU movies. I just love this movie. So yeah, there's Iron Man. Then also in 2008, we got The Incredible Hulk. It stars Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, Tim Roth, and William Hurt. You have a picture of the Hulk. It's still in a silver case. And there's the side, and there's the back. Picture description, there's special features. It's of 1 hour 48 minutes. It's a 12, contains frequent and intense scenes of murder and fantasy violence. It's the cover off, it's the cover, side, the back. There's the disc. The Incredible Hulk. I like this movie. I thought Edward Norton was good as Hulk. I really miss this Hulk. I really wish we had this Hulk in the rest of the MCU. But obviously we got Mark Ruffalo. Liv Tyler is good as Betty Ross. I love Tim Roth as Abomination, and William Hurt as Jenna Ross. He recently passed away, and so yeah, this is a great movie. I recommend check. This is a really underrated one. I love this one way more than the Ang Lee Hulk. A lot of people would just forget this is in the MCU. They keep saying that this one isn't canon, but I still think it's a great movie. I like how it's serious, and yeah, so yeah, that's the Incredible Hulk. And then in 2010 we had Iron Man 2. I love this artwork. It's in a gold slipcover. So Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Scarlett Johansson, and Mickey Rourke. So yeah, it's the first time we see Don Cheadle as War Machine, because in the first one was played by Terrence Howard, and Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. And so yeah, it's a 12. There is the side, and there is the back. Description, special features, 190 minutes. It's 12 contains murder, violence, and belief strong language. There is the case. And there is the disc. So Iron Man 2, I don't like this one. I feel like there's just too many storylines in this movie. You can see they were trying to set up more for like the future of the MCU. But if you like this movie, that's fine. I just don't really like it. I didn't like Mickey Rourke as Whiplash, and yeah. There's some stuff I like about it. I like the fight with War Machine and Iron Man at the end, and I thought Justin Hammer, played by Sam Rockwell, I thought he was great. So yeah, that is Iron Man 2. Then in 2011, we had Thor, which has a picture of Thor. Stars Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, and Anthony Hopkins as Odin. This came in 2011. It's a 12. There is the side. There is the back. There's the picture description. There's the special features. It's 110 minutes. It's 12, contains murder and fantasy violence. There's the case, there is the side, there is the back, and there is the disc. So I like Thor. This one's okay. I think this is the best out of the Thor movies. I really enjoy it. I like the Shakespearean, that's in the Shakespearean take of Thor. For Chris Hemsworth was great as Thor. Natalie Portman was okay as Jane Foster. I think Natalie Portman is a good actress, but I just did not like her as Jane Foster in any of the movies. Anthony Hopkins was great as Odin, and I loved Tom Hiddleston as Loki. So yeah, that's Thor. Highly recommend check this one. It's a really good movie. It's really underrated. So yeah, Thor. Also in 2011 we had Captain America: The First Avenger. You have a picture of Captain America. This stars Chris Evans, Tommy Lee Jones, Hugo Weaving, and Stanley Tucci. It's 12. There is the side and there is the back. The picture description, there's the special features on 190 minutes. It's 12, contains murder violence. Here's the cover off. There is the case, the side, the back, and there's the disc. So yeah, I love Captain America: The First Avenger. This is really good. I love all the Captain America movies. I think they're great. Chris Evans is good as Captain America. I loved Hugo Weaving in as Red Skull, and he got recast in the others. And I like Haley Atwell as Peggy Carter. So yeah, I recommend you check this one. Is a really good movie, underrated. I really love this one. Then 2012 we had the big one. We had Avengers. In the UK it's called Avengers Assemble, but in the US it's called The Avengers. So here we got The Avengers. This came in 2012. So that's Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Tom Hiddleston, and Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. The 12, the side, the back, the pictures, description, there's special features. 137 minutes. It's a 12, contains murder, fantasy, violence. Still cover up the case. I love this artwork. This side, and there is the back, and there is the disc. So I love The Avengers. Really good movie. I recommend you check this one. It's really good. It was just them all coming. This is the one where they all come together. This was a one-time thing. We haven't seen them anything like this, and this made like well over a billion. I think it went 1.5 billion. This is a really good movie. It's emotional. I just liked how they did. I liked the ending, the Battle of New York, and yeah, I just like them just working together to find the Chitauri in New York. So it's a really good movie. I really love it. So yeah, that is it with Phase 1. Now we're in Phase 2, and starting off Phase 2, 2013, we had Iron Man 3, starring Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Guy Pearce, and Ben Kingsley. It's a 12. There is the side, and there is the back. There's a picture description, special features on 125 minutes. It's a 12, contains murder, violence, threat, and language. We're off, and there is the case, side, back. There is the disc. Well, Iron Man 3, I don't really like this movie. I like Guy Pearce as I forgot even his name, was Ben Kingsley as the fake Mandarin. I just didn't like the Mandarin twist, but it just made over $1 billion, but I just don't like Iron Man 3. There's Aldrich Killian. Yeah, Guy Pearce plays Aldrich Killian, and so yeah, it's just not my favorite. Then also in 2013 we had Thor: The Dark World. Chris Hemsworth, Natalie Portman, Tom Hiddleston, and Tom Hopkins as Loki. Okay, in 2013, so 12. There is the side, there is the back. Picture description, special features on 108 minutes. It's talking as murder, fantasy, violence. There is the case, the cover, the back, and there is the disc. Yeah, I don't like this movie. The only thing I liked in was Thor and Loki, and that's it. Odin's good in there. I didn't like Jane Foster. I just don't like her in this movie. I just feel like she didn't need to be in this movie, and I just didn't like the villain was terrible. Malekith, played by Christopher Eccleston. I just didn't like this movie. It was just, even the visuals, it just wasn't. I just did not like it. It's just, I did not like the villain. The story was just okay. I just did not like it. So that's Thor: The Dark World. Then in 2014 we had Captain America: The Winter Soldier, starring Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, with Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce and Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. The 12, there's side, there's the back, there's the picture description, there's the special features on 131 minutes. It's 12, freaking murder, violence. It's the cover of the cover, side, back. There's the disc. So I love Captain America: Winter Soldier. Chris Evans is great in this. Scarlett Johansson, Anthony Mackie is great as Falcon. I love Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury in this movie, and Robert Redford as Alexander Pierce. This is a great movie. I highly recommend you check this. I like the elevator scene. I like the fight between Bucky and the Winter Soldier and Captain America. I think this is probably my favorite MC movie. I just like how it was dark and serious, and yeah, that's Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Then also in 2014 we had Guardians of the Galaxy, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, featuring Vin Diesel as Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Okay, in 2014, it's 12. There is the side, There's the back. Pre-description is 160 minutes. 12 murder, fantasy, action, violence, threat, murder, bad language. Cover off. Cover. I love this artwork. This side, and there's the back, and then there's the disc. So yeah, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. One of my favorite MC movies. James Gunn did a great job for this. I liked how he just took a bunch of people nobody knew about and he just made them into household names. I just love. You should check it out. I really love this movie. It's emotional. I love the chemistry between all the actors. All the actors, they were really good in this. Like Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper. Like the chemistry between all 5 of them is great. And yeah, so yeah, let's go in the Galaxy. Then 2015 we had Avengers: Age of Ultron, starring Robert Downey Jr., Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, with James Spader as Ultron and Samuel Jackson. It's the side, there's the back, description, special features on 136 minutes. It's to murder, fantasy, violence, for occasional bloody moments. It's the cover off the case. Side, back. There's a disc. Yeah, I don't like this movie. I think this is the weakest out of the Avengers movies. I just did not like Ultron. I thought James Spader did a good job, but he just felt like an evil Tony Stark. And then they were setting up way too much. Like there's a setup for Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, and Black Panther. And I thought Scarlet Witch was good in this. Quicksilver's in this, but he dies at the end. But so yeah, Age of Ultron, still my favorite, but it's okay. And also 2015 we got Ant-Man, starring Paul Rudd, Evangeline Lilly, Corey Stoll, Bobby Cannavale, Michael Pena, and Michael Douglas as Dr. Hank Pym. The side, the back, pre-description, special feat. It's on 112 minutes. It's 12 murder, action, violence, murder, bad language. The cover off, side, back, and there's the disc. So Ant-Man, I like this movie. It's okay. It's not one of my favorite MC movies. It's okay. I love this way more than the second one. I thought this was Paul Rudd was great as Ant-Man. Evangeline Lilly was great as Wasp. Corey Stoll as Yellow Jacket was okay. I loved Michael Penn in this movie. Michael Douglas was great as Hank Pym. So yeah, looking forward to the sequel, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which is coming out next year, and it's gonna star Kang, played by Jonathan Majors. So yeah, there's Ant-Man. Then that is it with Phase 2, and now on Phase 3. In 2016 we had Captain America: Civil War, starring Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Sebastian Stan, Anthony Mackie, Don Cheadle, Jeremy Renner, Chadwick Boseman, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, and Daniel Brühl. I love this artwork. The slip cover, side, back, pre-description. Some 142 minutes. Is a 12 murder violence. Cover off. This is also great as well. It's artwork, side, back, and then disc. So I love Civil War. One of my favorites. I don't think it's as good as Winter Soldier. I thought Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans were great in it. Daniel Brühl as Zemo is okay. I prefer him in the Winter Soldier. And it's the first time we see Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, and also Tom Holland as Spider-Man. So yeah, this is a really good movie. I recommend you check it out. So that's Civil War. Then also in 2016 we got Doctor Strange, starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong, with Mads Mikkelsen, Tilda Swinton. So 12, there is the side, there is the back. Page description is on 110 minutes, the 12 murder, fantasy, violence, injury detail. Cover off, and this one's in a great case. There's the side, back, I really like. So yeah, there's the disc. So yeah, it's Doctor Strange. It's really good. I think it's one of the best origin movies. Benedict Cumberbatch is good as Doctor Strange. I love Benedict Wong as Wong. Tilda Swinton was good as Chosen One. I love Mads Mikkelsen as Caecilius. Chiwetel Ejiofor as Carl Morder. Rachel McAdams as Christine Palmer. I like this. I like the effects. You should check it out. The visual effects are great in this. I recommend you get a 3D. If you get the 3D on this, like the effects will be so much better if you have it in 3D. So yeah, it's Doctor Strange. Really good movie. Then 2017 we had Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, featuring Vin Diesel as Baby Groot, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, and Kurt Russell. So 12, the side, back, Pictures description. It's on 130 minutes. Is a 12 murder, fantasy, action, violence, sex references, bad language. So cover off, side, back, and there's the disc. So yeah, this movie I don't like as much as the first one. I thought everyone was great. I thought Kurt Russell was good as Ego. So yeah, that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 next year. So that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Yeah, and also in 2017 we had Spider-Man Homecoming. And this one doesn't have a slipcover. There is one for the slipcover, but I don't have it. So yeah. It's 4-star. So 12, you have Spider-Man, you have Iron Man there. There's the side. There's the back. Tom Holland is sensational. It's on for 2 hours 8 minutes. It's 12 murder, fantasy, violence, threats, sex references, obscure, strong language. And then you have the ultraviolet, and there's the disc. This one actually has artwork because it's by Sony. Yeah, Homecoming, great movie. I thought Tom Holland was great in this. Robert Downey Jr. was also great as Iron Man, and Michael Keaton was good as the Vulture. And it's just a great movie. I like the school stuff. I just like the way it's done, the visuals. I just thought it was great, and it was just so. You should just check it out. It's a really good movie. So that's Spider-Man Homecoming. Then in 2017 we had Thor Ragnarok, starring Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Cate Blanchett, Idris Elba, Jeff Goldblum, Tessa Thompson, Carl Urban, Mark Ruffalo, and Tom Hopkins. So 12. There is the side. There is the back. Page description is 125 minutes. It's 12 murder, fantasy, violence. So cover off. I love this artwork. Side, back, and there's the. You can see the Homecoming, the one with the slipcover. So there's the disc. So I don't like Ragnarok. I just did not like the jokes. I thought Mark Ruffalo was good in this as Hulk. I thought Chris Hemsworth was okay. Cate Blanchett was great as Hela. I also liked Tom Hiddleston. I liked the chemistry between them. Tessa Thompson was good as Valkyrie. And yes, pretty much. I just didn't like the jokes. Like, it was just more jokes when it was like, I wish it was just more serious. But yeah, they went this direction because a lot of people did not like Thor: The Dark World, and Chris Hemsworth wanted them to change the character, so they did. So if you like this movie, fine. I just don't like it as much. But I like it more than Thor: Love and Thunder. But yeah, that's that. Then in 2018 we had Black Panther, which stars Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita Nyong'o, Danny Gurira, Martin Freeman with Angela Bassett, with Forrest Whitaker and Andy Serkis. It's a 12. There's side. There's the back. Meet the New King. 5-star demand superlatives. Per descriptions on 129 minutes. It's 12 murder, violence, injury, detail, rude gesture. Okay, so cover off. I really like this artwork. The side, back. It's a disc. Yeah, Black Panther, great movie. I really like this. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. I thought he was great as Black Panther. Shuri was good. I love Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger. I think he's one of the best villains we've had. So yeah, Black Panther. How can we check this out? Wakanda Forever's coming out in a month. So yeah, there's Black Panther. Really good movie. I don't like the CGI. I thought the CGI at the end just wasn't that good, but overall it's a really good movie. And in 2018 we had the big one. We had Avengers: Infinity War, starring Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Scarlett Johansson, Don Cheadle, Benedict Cumberbatch, Tom Holland, Chadwick Boseman, Zoe Saldana, Paul Bettany, Elizabeth Olsen, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Danny Gurira, Letitia Wright, Dave Bautista, with Josh Brolin as Stannis and Chris Pratt. So 12, side, back, 5-star, smashes right through your expectations. Pictures, description, it's on 144 minutes. It's a 12 murder and violence threat. Cover off. This artwork, I just love this. Side, back, it's leaflet, and it's the disc. So I love this movie. It's probably my second favorite MCU movie. I thought Josh Brolin was great as Thanos. I really loved it. I like the fight in Wakanda. I like the fight on Titan. I thought all the cast, everyone was good in this movie. And the way they balanced all the characters was just great. And I just loved the ending. It was really emotional. So yeah, that was Infinity War. It's made $2 billion at the box office. So yeah, it's Infinity War. Then 2018 we had Ant-Man and the Wasp. This came in 2018. Stars Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly. So 12. There's side. There's the back. Per description is on 130 minutes. Is 12 murder violence. Cover off. side, the back, and there's the disc. I don't like this movie. I feel like this one was just an okay movie. It's not as good as that man one. I just didn't like the jokes. I thought the story was boring. The villain was boring. I just did not like the story. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Ant-Man Wasp: Quantumania. Hopefully, it's better than this one. I just don't like this one. So yeah, that's Ant-Man the Wasp. Then we had in 2019 we had Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson, Samuel Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, the Jim and Hansu, Lee Pace, Lashana Lynch, Gemma Chan, with Annette Bening, with Clark Gregg and Jude Law. The 12 side, back, 5-star. It takes us higher, further, faster than any superhero movie before. Witness the rise of a hero. Pre-description is 190 minutes. It's told murder, fantasy, violence, implied, strong language. There's the cover, side, back. It's the disc. So I don't like Captain Marvel. I've only seen it once, so I just did not like it. I thought Brie Larson was okay. I love Samuel Jackson, but I just thought the story was boring. I just did not like the villains. I'm looking forward to the Marvel. Originally, I wasn't looking forward to the Marvels, but I saw Miss Marvel. And I was looking forward to the Marvel. That was starring Monica Rambeau and Brie Larson is going to be in it. So I hope that one. They got a new director, so I hope that one is better than this one, because I feel like directors, they just didn't do a good job on this. So it's Captain Marvel. Then in 2019, we also had a big one. We had Avengers Endgame. Starring Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Jeremy Renner, Don Cheadle, Paul Rudd, Brie Larson, Karen Gillan, Danny Gurira, Bradley Cooper as Rocket, and Josh Brolin as Thanos. The 12 side, back, huge, epic, amazing, incredible, jaw-dropping. The list goes on and on. The description is 173 minutes. It's 12 mode of violence. I also like this cover, side, back. And there's the disc. So Avengers Endgame, I like this movie. I don't like it as much as Infinity War, but I thought Josh Brolin was great. I thought all the cast was great. I don't like the middle bit, the time travel, but I love the last hour with the portal scene and they're all fighting Thanos. I just love that scene. I thought it was really great. And yeah, so this was the combination of the 22 movies. This was the highest grossing movie of all time. Then it was overtaken by Avatar. So yeah, it was a really good movie. I recommend you check it out. It's an Endgame. So yeah, then 2019 we had the last one of Phase 3. We have Spider-Man Far From Home. This one also doesn't have a stub cover. I don't think it ever had one, but yeah, 4-star. Heaps of humor, energetic action, and the answer Endgame left you craving. It's a 12 side, back. Without a doubt, the best Spider-Man movie yet. 5-star, pre-description, special features. Zone 4, 2 hours, 4 minutes. Is 12 murder, fantasy, violence, threat, sex, references, language. It's leaflet, and there's the disc. There's Far From Home. I don't like this one. I think this is the weakest out of the trilogy. I just did not like the jokes. I did not like the high school stuff. I thought Tom Holland was great as Spider-Man. Samuel Jackson was good as Nick Fury, and I liked Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. That's it. I prefer Homecoming way more than this, and I prefer No Way Home. So yes, Far From Home. So that is it with Phase 3. Now we're on Phase 4 right now, and 2021 we had Black Widow. It's a 12. This is the first one to have the new 12 by the BBFC. This is the first one to get it. There's the side, back. Black Widow has been worth the wait. Pre-description, 128 minutes. It's 12 murder, violence, injury detail. The cover, side, back, and there's the disc. So this movie's okay. I do think that they waited too long to do it. I think they should have done this around, I think, Winter Soldier or Civil War. But this is set during Civil War. But I thought Scarlett Johansson was good. Yelena was good. Red Guardian was okay. It was David Harbour, and Rachel Weisz was okay as Melina. I don't know her name. I didn't like what they did with Taskmaster. Ray Winstone was okay in this. I just thought she was I just did not like her as Taskmaster, but it's an okay movie. I just wish it came out around Civil War, but it's Black Widow. So then Also in 2021 we had Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a 12. That's the side. There's the back. Witness the origin of a new MCU superhero. Per description. So 127 minutes. It's 12 murder, violence, fantasy, threat, bloody images, language. The cover, I really like this cover. Side, back. And there's the disc. So I love Shang-Chi. I think this is probably one of the best origin movies they've done. I thought Simu Liu was great as Shang-Chi. I loved the Mandarin. We actually had the real Mandarin. I just love the fight at the end. The visuals are great. It's a really good movie. I'm looking forward to the sequel, and I hope it was directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who's also doing the Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. I really love Shang-Chi. I recommend you check it out. It's a really good movie. I think it's one of my favorite movies of Phase 4. So Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And then in 2021 we had Eternals. It came in 2021. It's a 12. The side, the back. Per description, it's on 149 minutes. It's a 12 murder, fantasy, violence, horror, sex, rude gesture, and there's the disc. So Eternals, I just don't like Eternals. I think this is probably one of the weakest MC movies and probably the weakest of Phase 4. The cast, I felt like it was just too many characters and there was a lot of showing and not telling. I thought the visuals were okay, but I just wish it was set in like the past and not the present day. But I thought Angelina Jolie was good. Salma Hayek was good. I like Richard Madden as Icarus. Gemma Chan was okay as Cersei, but I think everyone else was just okay. But it's not my favorite. I think it's one of my weakest MC movies. I just don't like this one. So yeah, it's Eternals. If you like this one, that's fine. I just don't like it. So yeah, that's Eternals. Then in 2021 we had Spider-Man No Way Home. It's going 2021. It's a 12. There is the side and there is the back. The most exciting, surprising, and emotional Spidey of them all. Pictures, description, their special features. Is on for 2 hours 22 minutes. It's a 12 murder, violence, threat. And there is the disc. Yeah, I love No Way Home. I saw this 3 times in the cinemas. I like Tom Holland, Spider-Man. Benedict Cumberbatch was good as Doctor Strange. All the villains. Tobey Maguire is also in this movie. Andrew Garfield, they were both great. Willem Dafoe was great as I like to see him. I was happy to see him come back as Green Goblin. I liked Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. I liked Jamie Foxx as Electro and Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman and Rise Ifans as Lizard. This is a really good movie. I highly recommend you check this one. This is a really good emotional. I thought it was really. I just thought good. We had 3 Spider-Man in this movie. I really liked it. I saw it 3 times in the cinema. I think it's the best one out of the Spider-Man trilogy. And yeah, we will be getting another trilogy. So yeah. Then 2022 we had Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, directed by Sam Raimi. It's a 12 side. The back, 5-star per description. It's on 122 minutes. It's a 12 murder, horror, violence, threat, injury, detail. Also in a great case, and there's the disc. This movie, it's okay. I wish it could have been better. Scott Derrickson was supposed to direct it, but he left because of creative differences. And then they brought Sam Raimi, which I love Sam Raimi, which I loved the visuals, the way he did horror. I liked the way he did the Spider-Man movies and Evil Dead. I like the horror elements he did, but it's just I feel like the story is just. I thought the story would have just been better, but Benedict Cumberbatch was good as Doctor Strange. I liked America Chavez. Wong was good in this. Carl Mordo and Christine Palmer, and I liked Scarlett Johansson. No, I like Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch as Doctor Strange. Really good. I love the first one more, but this one is also a good movie. And I hope Sam Raimi directs Doctor Strange 3. So yeah, that is it. That is Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Then the last one is Thor: Love and Thunder, which came out I think last week. I did a review on it. This came out in 2022. It's a 12. There is the side. There's the back. It's a 5-star and obscenely entertaining rainbow high way straight to blockbuster heaven. More Thors, more thunder. Per description is on 140 minutes. It's 12 murder, fantasy, violence, injury, detail, threat, horror, sex references. And there's the disc. So, Thor: Love and Thunder. I like this movie. I liked I still think the first Thor was the best one, but this was also directed by Taika Waititi, who did Ragnarok, which I like Ragnarok to this, but I didn't know like Chris Hemsworth. I just thought he was annoying in this. And Natalie Portman was good as Jane Foster. I think she was better in this than the other two. I liked Valkyrie. I thought Korg was good. I like Christian Bale as Gore the God Butcher, but they didn't do enough of him, so that's it. I did not like the ghosts. I thought they were annoying. I just feel like I'm done with Thor. I think I just don't like. I don't want to see a Thor 5. I'd rather just see him in team up movies than rather than another Thor movie. But uh, it's just it's okay. I thought the visuals were okay, but so yeah, that's it. That's my MCU collection. We're gonna have Black Panther Wakanda Forever at the end of this year, and we also have Phase 5. We'll start with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And so, yeah, so that's my MCU collection. Comment down below. Let me know what is your favorite MCU movie. Guys, I'm watching my videos. My next. Bye.